Alrighty, guys. Well, we're jumping back in, and we're getting to some rough folks now. Some really rough ones. I would list Cordoa slightly above Glissade, but that's because I haven't spent as much time with Cordoa as Glissade, so... I might even put Vice above Glissade, actually. Anyway, doesn't matter what my personal ranking is. Glissade is next. I freaking knew it was going to be about Priscilla and the ticking clock. Alright, let's do it.
Priscilla was dead. She was dead because I was inadequate. Because I hadn't paid enough attention. The countless parts I had assembled from recessives had given life to a miracle. It was I who had slashed the thread of life. I grieved so much I could hardly breathe or think. As I grieved her, the temple's security summoned me. They wanted me to examine prisoners being sent to the depths. Ordinarily, this would be performed by a temple doctor, but if the doctor is sick, someone else has to do it. I just didn't understand why that someone had to be me. Without a reason to refuse, I had to go to the facility where the man was held. I was searched and went inside. The room I was led to had no windows, but there were pictures on the wall. There were 2 chairs and a simple cabinet. It was clean as far as prisons went.
If they're going to send me someone, why can't they send me a woman?
The man was middle-aged, unshaven and shackled. He looked at me with empty resignation. Why, hello there. I smiled affably and walked up to him. I wanted to do it fast. He's going to be sent to the sanctuary district anyway. Why should this be done anyway? I resigned myself to it and leaned down to open my bag. He spat on my hand.
Life sucks, eh?
The man grinned at me. The patients at the hospital sometimes didn't behave well either, but I'd always been able to tolerate it because they were patients. There was a reason to try and save them. But this man, he was worthless. Society had thrust him out. He had no value to me. Why is someone like him alive? My beloved Priscilla had died, and yet this man had committed a crime and still lived. It wasn't fair. It just wasn't fair. I suppressed the urge to wail and put a needle into him. The empty syringe filled with the man's blood. Blood as worthless as the being it belonged to. Oh, that's right. I had skills. Skills I had acquired while extracting life from worthless recessives. There are a lot of worthless people in the sanctuary district. I thought that if I used the worthless people there, I might be able to bring Priscilla back. The criminals were no better than garbage to the people in the Heights. They didn't care what happened to them. Weren't they recruiting a doctor to work in the facility there? The man groaned when he saw me laugh.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Sorry. The man was worthless, but he was worth something to me. I carefully took his blood, figuring I had shown some courtesy. I have to finish up here. For Priscilla. Parts of her still remained, thankfully. She wasn't completely dead. She was still alive. I can see light. It's not over yet. I had to get it done. I had to get back to work and bring her back. Oh, Priscilla, my beloved girl. I will wake you up again.
Yep, I figured as much. That's interesting, though. What set him on the path to the Sanctuary District? Timing. Timing? I mean, he was already crazy. I'll be clear. He probably would have just potentially have done what he did in the Sanctuary District, just up in the Heights instead. But because of the timing of that doctor getting sick and him being like, you know, these prisoners are worthless anyway. I might as well dedicate their bodies to research for someone who's important. So I can see the twisted reasoning there at the very least, but yeah, delightful. Thanks, GLISSADE. You're still a nut job. Glad we got that confirmed. Okay, well, next time we'll see what Cordoa's deal is, because I'm still not really sure. But we'll find out together, I guess, next time.